let's find out about Isaac Mizrahi, shall we?
We can begin, I think.
They call him the darling of designers.
This fabric I really love, and this I love too. Oh, and this t-shirt, which I love so much.
Unzipped.
Let's go, let's go!
Uncontrolled.
No, that's coming out.
And never underdressed.
And this I love.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for fashion designer extraordinaire, Isaac Mizrahi.
How are you?
I'm terrific.
Oh, you look fabulous.
My goodness, look at you.
What about me? Uh-oh.
Well, you've got all these different patterns going on. Now, you're a designer. Is that okay?
Actually, you know what? I didn't even, I thought about it. It's supposed to look like I didn't think about it, but I did think about it. You exposed me. You exposed me.
Well, that's okay. I mean, that's what makes you so wonderful is that you are just, I mean, you must have come out of the womb just like fashionable, you know?
Exactly. I came out of the womb on a talk show, actually. I came out ready to talk to the fabulous, you look amazing.
Well,
and you have no patterns going on, none at all.
Well, just one big diamond zirconia.
One big diamond, exactly. And a lot of underwear. There's a lot of underwear.
Yes.
Right. Not a lot on the outside. Oh, sorry.
No.
Sorry.
No, but you know, fashion is so fun, but you know, there's all this attitude that goes along with fashion. You know, if you go to a fashion show, there's people with their sunglasses on in the front row, and it's all this like...
Right, exactly.
All of that, you know.
Yes.
How do you do it?
Because she's been to so many fashion shows, of course. That's how she knows.
How do you deal with that? I mean, because the artistry is so beautiful. You're dealing with something very beautiful and very artistic. Mm-hmm. How do you deal with all the other luggage that comes with that?
Well, I don't really. I don't, I swear. You know, it's sort of a byproduct, isn't it? Don't you think that celebrity is a byproduct of your work more than it is actually your work? I mean, you know, you're a fabulous singer, you're a fabulous performer, and then all of a sudden you have to deal with like these parties that you're obliged to go to, and all these, you know, fabulous people who you have to deal with. You know, it's sort of, you do your best, but you really, you know, kill yourself and sort of freak out and lose sleep over your work more.
Yes.
You know, I think that's how you do it.
But you, being a creative person, obviously being a sensitive person, doesn't it ever hurt your feelings when people say, oh, last year he was, this year he's, you know.
Of course, it only hurts my feelings.
Oh.
Yeah. It does, it does.
I bet.
They have a card that says awe on it, and that gets the audience to say that.
No, they feel for you because you're obviously a sweetheart. You give it your all. You're there.
Yes.
And if the minute you walk out, we know exactly who you are, and we go, oh, him, come here, come over here. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I love that about you.
Well, I love that about you, too. I think that you are made for this. I've always said that you are made to chat. I've never met such a chatty person, really. It's true. We salute you. We salute you. We're ready. We haven't won any Emmys, and we still salute you, RuPaul. You know what? Once there was this thing at the outside. RuPaul was hired to do something outside. It was somebody was making a film, and they wanted you to interview all these people. And she said to someone, it was like, you know, Henry Kissinger or something. And she said, "What's your favorite flavor ice cream?" And I thought, oh, isn't that perfect? Someone who finally gets, you know, the kind of question to ask Henry Kissinger.
Well, that's what we really want to know about.
I do.
You know?
I agree.
Everybody, I mean, Diane Sawyer's asked him every other question.
And in those days, your hair was a lot taller. I know it's hard to believe.
Yeah, right. Well, you know, speaking of height and dimensions and proportions, this is something I've always wanted to ask a designer. Okay, how is it that every season, all of the designers come out with maybe the same hem length, or everybody's doing 70s pantsuits, or everybody's doing this? How does that happen? Come on, give me the real, honest.
They copy me.
They copy, of course. There you go.
You know what, honestly, I think it's about, really, to be serious about it, I think, you know, everybody goes to the same movies and sees the same exhibits and is obsessed with the same culture going on. So you know, you're bound to respond in a similar way if you're human. You know what I mean? And I think that's got a lot to do with it. Also, it's like an evolution. You know, things don't just appear. There's a bit of like a 70s revival going on here. There's a bit of a 20s revival going on there. And sort of, you know, who starts what is sort of impossible to really understand after a while. It's like everything's blurred, you know, and you just keep going in this way. You just keep, you know, exploring and doing things until, you know, you explode, basically. You just explode with fabulousness.
Have you seen this show, this MTV show, Buzzkill? Where they have a guy who impersonated you?
Here I was at the gym, okay? The place that you just want to be so fabulous, of course, right? at the gym, you know, standing there with nothing on except a towel and no underwear. I didn't have any body shaper on. It was just the towel.
Oh, somebody's gonna be copying that soon.
I know,
That's
exactly,
a hot look.
exactly. Anyway, and this guy said to me, "Hey, dude, aren't you the one from Buzzkill?" And I said, "You know, what are you talking about?" I didn't know what he was talking about. And he said the name of the Buzzkill guy. I don't know what his name is. And I thought, and I said no, and I thought, oh, thank God he doesn't know who I am, because here I am standing in a towel. At least he doesn't think it's me, you know. Then I saw the thing. I went to my office and I was, what is this thing called Buzzkill? And they showed me, and it was really scary. Wow. It was scary because, you know, at the end they do this horrible fashion show thing, like this spoof of a fashion show. And I think that maybe people think it's going to be my clothes. So I'm here to say that it is not my clothes.
Oh, no.
They're none of my clothes. It's just a spoof.
Yeah, it's like sort of a candid camera type show where they sort of trick people and stuff. But
Exactly.
they do not nice things to people on that show.
No, they tricked all these people into modeling on the beach in Miami. In Miami, which, you know, anyone who knows me just knows I just don't spend time in Miami. Because I don't know why I don't go to Miami, because I can't compete with all of that, you know, men in sort of rollerblades and nothing else.
Right.
You know, I tend to want, you know. I can't, you know, it's like, I think of, I don't know, it's all of that sort of climate to live up to. I can't live up to that climate, you know what I mean? You think, oh, I should be on a yacht somewhere without any clothes, sort of the boy toy of some rich tycoon, and I'm not. And it really makes me mad, and I start asking God, when am I going to do that?
You're acting now.
I
First there was,
am,
tell me about that.
Well, you know, I'm not acting anymore. I've always acted. I don't know what I'm doing, honestly, Rue. I don't know what I'm doing. No,
but you
know
look
what?
fabulous.
But I look okay, and that's all that matters. No, you know what? I have aspirations to act. You know, I'm sort of being offered a lot of different things.
You were going to do the First Wives Club, but they told you how long the shoot was.
Yeah, exactly, right. And then I was at this cocktail party, and somebody pushed me really hard, this kind of drunken actor, and said to me, you know, I got the role that you wanted. And I thought, what are you? I didn't even know who he was. And I went flying across the room. And then he spilled a drink on my other Belgian loafers, my beautiful pistachio-colored ones.
Off with his head.
He was cute, which was a little, that was what sort of made it difficult, mean and cute. You know, it's a deadly combination. Anyway, so what ended up happening was I said, of course I turned it down, and that is why you got it, sir. You know, but, you know, and then, you know, a lot of things have come in, you know, a lot of things, and it ends up being very difficult because they always want to shoot, you know, the month before my collection or something, so, which is bad, you know, that I can't do. But I think something eventually will come along, you know, maybe.
What movies have you seen that you like so far? Did you love Flirting with Disaster? Wasn't that wonderful?
Wait, no, what was that?
That's the one where Mary Tyler Moore takes her bra off.
Oh, I didn't see that.
You haven't seen that one?
I haven't.
Oh, it's fabulous.
I haven't seen it. You know what I saw that was really good? Trainspotting. Did you see that?
I haven't seen that one.
That is so troubling, that movie.
Well, see, that troubles me. Well, you know, it's just the glamorizing of
No,
that.
No.
Doesn't glamorize
it does not
heroin.
glamorize. No. The other one. What was it called? Pulp Fiction. That was sort of an ad campaign for heroin. This is troubling. This movie it shows you the ecstasy and the heart, the way you just kind of sell yourself down the river if you take it. That's it. It's so really well done, I thought. The other thing I liked was Emma. Did you see that?
I haven't seen that one. I've been working so much, I haven't been able to see it a lot.
Emma was good. Emma was really good. That girl, Gwyneth Paltrow, is so fabulous.
Yeah, she wears your clothes too.
That long.
Yeah, she wears your clothes. Yes. Now, I want to ask you. I'm trying to get everything in because
you bring up another pretty woman, she just changes the subject right away. Vicious. Yeah.
Now, I want you to stay there because we have an extra surprise for you.
Uh-oh.
We have a surprise guest.
What?
So, well,
is this my life?
Yeah,
basically?
it may be.
This is my life.
So stay tuned. We're going to be back with more Isaac Mizrahi. Hold on, okay?
More.
This 1996 Fashion Awards special is sponsored by Clairol's Natural Instincts Hair Color with a rare blend of natural ingredients. Welcome
back to the Rupaul Show on VH1 with my very special guest, Isaac Mizrahi. Now, Isaac, before we went to break, I mentioned that I have a friend of yours that you might be surprised by.
Who?
I'd like to bring out
you
guys.
Mean here?
Yes, right here. This is your life.
Oh, exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Kevyn Aucoin. Kevyn?
Kevyn Aucoin? No, not Kevyn! Oh my God.
Really? This is a G-rated show, guys.
I was all prepared with myself.
Hey guys, sit down,
Oh,
sit
wait,
down.
wait.
Now,
Excuse me.
now you guys worked. Oh, you look great. This is wonderful. Now, when you're, I always want to ask this of a professional makeup artist. Now, when you're on the street or at the mall or whatever, at the airport, and you see women walking down the corridor or whatever they do you say, oh my God, mistake number one? Now, what is mistake number one that people make with makeup?
There's a woman on 23rd Street who takes this red lipstick and just puts it right across. She's like 60 years old.
Oh, that's good. Well,
But
at least
I
she's
like
still wearing makeup,
Exactly.
you know.
But she's expressing herself, and I like that.
Now, when you do Isaac's show and you guys design the makeup, how does it work? Isaac says,
We
okay.
fight incessantly. That's
Really?
all we do.
I
No,
come
just
in
kidding.
and talk about makeup, then he designs a collection.
Right, exactly.
I see. Now,
And then I tell the girls, go to the bathroom and take it all off.
It's not working.
Exactly.
It's not working.
Just let him do it. Take an hour. That's fine.
so, Isaac, will you go in and say, okay, I see, because in Unzipped, you say, Nanook. The message is Nanook. Now, does he have to then interpret that? Or do you say specifically, okay, Nanook is this and this? How does that work?
You know, so it depends. Sometimes he comes in and says, oh, you know, what about eyelashes? You know, I say, well, what about them, you know? And he shows me what he's talking about, usually on himself. He puts the makeup on himself.
Or on you.
Right, or on me, exactly. That's happened before. And, you know, so it's either that or I say to him, oh, I was thinking about, you know, a cheek this time or something or whatever. And that's the way, you know, the girls usually look, in person, they look better with less makeup.
Exactly.
You know, and I like less makeup,
Exactly.
you know.
Now, do you have a favorite girl right now? Do you have one?
God, I love all.
Because you do
of
all
them.
the superstars.
I love all of them.
Tina.
Come on,
I love
Kevin,
all of
come
them.
on,
No, I
come
do.
on.
Do you have a
Please.
favorite girl?
No, I actually have all of them. I love this new crop of girls.
Well, I tell you, I'm sorry, even with all the new girls, Linda rules the 90s. Even if she never works again, Linda Evangelista is
She
the
will.
model of all models. That's it.
You're right.
And
You're right. You're so right. You're so
you know,
right.
in fact, they're also thin. Now we've got a segment coming up. Actually, let me show this book. Is Linda in here? This is Kevin's book.
Are you kidding? She dominates that book.
Does she really?
Yes, I would imagine.
This is Kevin. It's called The Art of the. Let me read it. Art of Makeup. It's called Makeup, isn't it?
There you
Yes.
go.
So you guys should pick this book up. Now the models stay so thin all the time. We've got a special guest right now. He's VH1's The Surreal Gourmet. His name is Bob Blumer. So let's welcome him, okay? Come on out, Bob. Come on out here. Come on out, Bob. Great to see you. Come on down, guys. Now, Bob's going to tell us, Bob's going to show us actually what the supermodels actually eat when they're not working. Because they do eat, don't they, Bob?
I've heard rumors that they do.
Yeah. Tell me what the supermodels eat.
Well, this is what I would create for a model that she could have her breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh,
and
terrific.
still stay fit.
Yum, yum. Let's see. I'm hungry.
So here's breakfast.
Oh, yummy. Those Tic Tac looks delicious. My
Sunny side
mouth
up.
is watering. Now, you've done them to look like scrambled eggs. Now, are they cholesterol-free?
Absolutely.
I think I would only eat the white Tic Tacs because that's the egg whites, right?
The rubber
gorgeous.
cement adds a nice touch, too, actually.
What would a supermodel have for lunch?
Well, lunch, you know, is the most important meal of the day, and sometimes you've got to trick them into eating.
Is it the most important meal of the day?
Those long shoots
Yes.
all day,
Oh, well.
they need that energy, that nutrition.
Okay.
So, but sometimes they don't. All they want to eat is a carrot,
Yeah.
but we know better for them.
That's
right.
right.
So, there's a little salmon carrot.
What is that? Oh, it's
That's smoked salmon with little cream cheese,
That
and just
looks
pumpernickel, little
delicious.
dill top.
Oh, that's fabulous. Doesn't that look great?
It does look good. He doesn't like salmon, though.
You don't
He's
like
sort of
salmon?
over here thinking, oh.
Stay away from fish.
Really? Now tell me this. Now this sounds like inspiration for another collection. That looks so
salmon
gorgeous.
carrot?
A salmon. I mean, that looks really good.
Actually, that salmon carrot was inspired by my last collection.
Oh, it all comes out now.
That looks delicious. That's what you said about the last two plates. You have to think of another comment. The third plate. This is a big test, Rupaul.
Okay, now, Bob, tell me this. Now, this is dinner. I always thought dinner was the most important meal. What would a supermodel eat for dinner?
Well, chances are they're going to be out. They want to go night clubbing, and they're going to want to shimmy into one of Isaac's tight little dresses, and so you want something that's very nutritious, but it's not filling at all.
Yes, that's what I always say.
All right, so There you
Now,
go.
what is that?
That is actually an organic pea grown in California, flown here first class on an airplane, sautéed, flambéed, and put right on the plate.
That looks delicious, but what if I have people over for dinner?
Well, let's say, for example, you were going to invite a few of your model friends over for dinner.
Yeah, Linda, Christy, and...
Your dear friends.
Oh!
There you go.
I see.
For a dinner party.
It's a poo-poo platter, a veritable poo-poo platter.
Why didn't I think of that? That's fabulous. I love it. I think it's fantastic. The book is called The Surrealist Gourmet Entertains. I'm going to tell all my girlfriends about it,
Have
Bob.
them call me.
I'll have them call you, okay? We'll come over for dinner sometimes. Okay, everybody, help me thank my guests, Isaac Mizrahi, Kevyn Aucoin, Bob Blumer. Stay tuned. We're going to be back with Martha Wash. Thanks, Bob.